Good day, YouTube, and welcome to Bishop's Blast. I'm your host, go by the name of Dr. Mebane, where we dive into what I consider sanitized version of a YouTube channel where we talk about all things firearms related. Now, I'm not a subject matter by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just an old retired Navy guy who loves God and has quite the affinity for all things that go boom. At this point in time, you know what I'm about to ask you to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. And for all of you that have already done that, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. This channel is nothing without you. Also, since I'm already asking for those favors, go ahead, share and like this channel so that you can kind of help me chronicle my 2A journey. I believe we're having a blast together. So I want you to thank you for tuning in to another version of Bishop's Blast. Come on, let's get it in. Good day, YouTube. As we get ready to dive into another edition of Bishop's Blast, I wanted to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for once again continue to rock with me. And today we're going to be talking about something. We're going to have to change the nomenclature a little bit, but we're going to talk about something that people talk about on sometimes these firearms channels. They use a different term, SHWT or whatever. I'm going to talk about when crap hits the fan. You know, last minute. What do you want? What firearm do you want in your hand when all things go bad, and then all of a sudden you say, "Hey, look, I want all reliable. I want that one that I know is going to be able to do exactly what I trained with it to do and what I intended to do. I want one that's functional. I want one that's reliable. I want one that's dependable. So when crap hits the fan, what is that one that you want to have in your hand?" Gonna be talking about that real quick on today. Also, before we get into that, you know I have to go into what I do concerning my EDC check. So go ahead and EDC check real quick. I'm going to show you. This is the Glock 26. That's right. I went way into the archives on this one. This is the Glock 26. You know, the baby fat Glock. The Glock 26. Same one that will use the magazines for the 19 or the 17. The Glock 26. That's right. This is clear. Send in safe direction and shoot. This is the Glock 26. And once again, because I'm in the state of Maryland, and I had this for a very long time. This is chambered 9mm with the 10 round capacity. Thank goodness for what we call reload. But once again, this is a Glock 26. My quick EDC check for today. Now, once again, as we talk about when crap hits the fan, we want something that's gonna work. You know, that bump in the night. I need to make sure that I'm covered like a rug when all things are going in a way that I'm not comfortable with, or at least give me a certain sense of comfort in an adverse situation or scenario. So I'm going to share with you one of my, I don't have only one, but one of my old faithful, probably one of my first crap hit the fan firearms. But and then I'll explain to you the reason why I picked this one over so many of the other firearms that I have. So I want to present to some and introduce to others none other than the Walther PDP. That's right. It is the Walther PDP. Man, is she a beaut. The Walther PDP. Just so that we are clear and safe direction and shoot. This is the Walther PDP. It is polymer frame, striker fire pistol, and it is chambered in 9mm. Now, most and the ones that I carry, if I actually carried this, it actually has the same 10 round capacity, even though the Walther PDP also comes in a 19 round capacity. That's one over the Glock 17, a 19 round capacity for this that I would consider a duty firearm, personal defense pistol, PDP. I believe this one replaced the PPQ. And the PPQ, in my opinion, was an awesome firearm. I really like the trigger out of the box and the ergonomics. And I believe the PDP, honestly, just took it to another level. This pistol, I'm gonna talk to you real quick about the things that I love the most about it. The number one thing I'm gonna keep it above is how it feels in my hand, the ergonomics in this. Now this also comes with an adjustable back strap. I have the small strap on it and it feels perfect in my hand. I found no need to change it up to even see if the other one fit better. But this feels good. The palm swell is fits perfect in my hand. And even though this PDP, it looks heavy, it looks bulky, but realistically, it's relatively light. I dare say, even though I'm carrying the Glock 26 today as a carry pistol, this duty pistol feels in my hand about the same weight, if not the baby fat a little bit heavier. But this is a phenomenal firearm. I will tell you this about this also, not just the fact that the ergonomics is good, but the out of the box trigger is impeccable. So when the trigger pull, it has a very distinct wall. So when I pull it, I find the wall very quick. There is no stumbling to get to the wall. There is no grittiness to get to the wall. When I grab and pull to the wall, that has a very distinct wall. And the break, very clean, very clean. And the reset, it is real quick, audible, and tactile. I don't know if you heard that real quick. Let me get and give you that real quick. Let's listen to the reset. Audible, tactile, very good reset when it comes down to the Walther PDP. This personal defense pistol. Also, another thing that I liked about it is the besides the grip, it actually has sort of like ridges on like over top of the stippling job. So it's a nice stippling job. I feel like I get a good grip to it. It's comfortable, so the ergos are good for my hand. But it also has, like, you know how like the Gen 3 Glocks has the finger grooves on this part of the pistol? It almost feels like this way that there's actually indentions and finger grooves when you're looking at the Walther PDP. And it feels, once again, this is one of those ones that feels like it was tailor-made, tailor-fit for my hand. Another thing, I am a press checker. Let me go ahead and admit that. I'm a press checker. I'm one of those ones that every now and then, I just want to check and make sure that I have that round in the chamber. And when I press check, it's good to have, to make sure that your cuts in your striations here are easy to be able to grip. But I want you to look at that. I don't know if the camera's going to do it any justice, but if you feel that those are deep indentions, maybe this way. I don't know. You're gonna take my word for it. But man, to get ahead and front or back, it doesn't matter. It feels good to be able to do so. I believe if my hands were soaking wet, I would be able to rack the chamber in this PDP. Excellent trigger. Feels like it's good with the ergos. It came with optic ready suppressor height sights. They're 3-dot sights. They're Glock-ish. They don't have the Glock U in the back, so it is the traditional 3-dot sights. However, they're adjustable, and I believe if you have some Glocks and you wanted to change them out, that you could. Because it's something that I use as something goes bump in the night, I want to make sure I also have it dressed out with the Holosun shake and wake. That's so this optic is always on. So if I grab it and move it at all, I can see the optic is on and ready to go. Every time that I grab it, it is on, and this is a red dot. Most of my Holosuns are green dots. This one just happens to be a red dot. And once again, this is something that works exceptionally well for me. The Walther PDP. This is one of those ones when it goes bump in the night, and I don't know what's going on, and I want to make sure that everything is copacetic. I'm grabbing the Walther PDP. I have it accessible and a biometric safe, so it's at the ready anytime that I need it to be able to go and do my observations, see if there's anything going wrong. So if I ever need it, a crap hits the fan, and I'm trying to assess what goes on before I can get to an AR, before I can get to a shotgun, I'm telling you, the PDP is not a bad place to start. Excellent firearm. I find myself being relatively accurate with this. Once again, I do believe that might be relative to the shooter. So you have to practice in whatever firearm that you're going to use for carry or for duty purposes or for home defense purposes. But I believe I'm probably not going to carry the PDP. I have. I've carried it. However, this is probably not nowhere near what I would carry today. So I wouldn't use this as a carry pistol, but as a duty pistol, if I'm doing some security or for home defense, you can't go bad with the Walther PDP. Anybody in the area want to come and try it out? Go ahead. Give the doc a call. Meet you at the range. But I do want you to understand, it is very important that whatever you're using for home defense, that you're comfortable with and that you train with. And also be sure, a quick plug out, it wouldn't hurt for you to have some kind of firearm insurance as well, because you don't want to get caught in a situation where you had to use your firearm, and as much as you didn't even really want to do so, now not only are you dealing with the emotional constraints of having to pull the trigger when you really didn't want to possibly harm, maim, or kill someone, but now you have to deal with the financial constraints of trying to validate the reason why you did what you did in the first place. So do want to get and put a quick plug out there that it's important for you to have some kind of firearm insurance that will be able to be there for you when you need it, just like car insurance. Everybody complaining about it till you have that accident, then you're glad that you got it. So real quick plug out, no company in general, I just think that you need to be covered like a rug. So I want to thank you once again for tuning in with me for this edition, as we talked about when the crap hits the fan. And today we marketed, we put out Walther PDP. And I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Continue to tune in with me. We do this every Tuesday around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I try to send these out, and I'm doing it all for you. So I want to thank you for all of you continue to rock with me. Sharing's caring. And please continue to stay tuned and be blessed.